I had an idea that when war broke out, and I saw that in my own thoughts, and that I ought to participate in trying to win this war. Now that's just my own thinking. I ought to do something, and just, I don't know, out of overnight, you might say, thinking about all of this, I decided I'll go to a recruiting station and find out. And I went to an Army recruiting station, and fortunately the person behind the desk said, do you have any college education? I said, yeah, I've got 1 year. He said, why don't you go over to the Air Force recruiting station? and just by chance, I went to the Air Force recruiting station and said, yeah, we want some college educated people, so tell you what, if you will accept a position of a cadet, we'll do it right now. And I became a cadet in no time. and first thing you know, I was training in Ellington Field, Houston, Texas. And within 3 months, I was training right here in Kirtland Base to be a bombardier. And I graduated from here, got my officer's second lieutenant officer's commission, and I was, from then on, I started training to go overseas, and we left West Palm Beach is where we were located, and our plane was ready to go. We flew to Natal, Brazil. From Natal, Brazil, we flew straight across to West Africa. Refueled in West Africa and went to Marrakech, and finally landed in a place called Biskra, Tunisia, which is out in the desert. And all of this is a runway, you know, and the rest is nothing but sand.
So training in Albuquerque was a good segue
right,
into
exactly that. Right. Training did me well here.
Because that's all that it was here. It was just an airstrip and desert.
Yeah, and so it was rather a short training period actually here. Mostly because they needed somebody to get out there. They needed some people to get on the airplane and start fighting the enemy, because we weren't prepared. We didn't have enough planes when we got there. We didn't have enough mechanics to take care of our planes when we got there to this desert. We were out in the open. We lived in tents, and as soon as we were there, we started flying. I mean, I don't think we were there a week when they set up to go on a mission first time.